I want to be fast. I want to get better. I want to push myself. Monday, 5:45. We're back at it. Obviously, we are not base building this week. And it's not a week off, so I am leaning towards time trialing in a couple of weeks. Just give me a few to kind of reset the body and then sharpen back in, or just taper in, I guess. We'll see though, because I may just decide to shut it down as well and just get into base building. It's just hard to say. I wanted a good time. I wanted a PR. I know my fitness has improved, and I just couldn't express it due to the weather conditions and the track. So it is what it is. And I don't want to risk injury by just keeping my foot on the pedal. But I do want that PR, whether it's, maybe it's just 1940, right, instead of 19 or something. But I do want the PR. Adult PR. So the 1948 is my current adult PR. So I'm thinking 4 weeks. I'm thinking if we need to, we'll go to the indoor track and we'll get it done. As far as today goes, we're just doing normal Monday. So that's typically about 6-7 miles easy in the morning. We'll do a bench session in the afternoon, and it's currently 5:45. Gonna get some pre-workout and a quick snack in, and then we're gonna hit the roads. So going outside, I think it's like 18 degrees outside, so cold but not terrible. I'm very tired, so let's get to it. Also, shout out to my wife, who now that we are done having kids, we got the 3 and then we're done, she is getting herself back into a routine and is running right now. So she's waking up 5 a.m. has done it for the last week. Waking it up, getting her runs in before the kids are up too. So I let her have the treadmill in the mornings, and I will take the cold roads. But I'm really happy for her, proud of her, because she loves to run too. It's just with the kiddos, it's hard, and obviously with the baby and stuff, waking up in the middle of the night, it's not fun, and she does most of the middle of the night stuff, and so obviously I wake up. When I'm awake, I help. I personally just can't imagine giving up your body for what's been basically 8 years to have kids, and just like in between, yes, you can get in shape and stuff, or get back to running, but then anytime you get pregnant or you're breastfeeding, like your time is dictated by the kids' schedules, and so I will forever be grateful for her, and I don't think the kids realize, right, what kind of sacrifice that is, but we're happy to have them, obviously, and excited. I'm excited for my wife to be getting her groove back and be able to have her body back. So once the kids are older, it'll be a few years, we'll be able to run together more, which what I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, so all right, let's get the snack in, get these shoes on, and get out the door. All right, feeling okay. Legs are a little still heavy and beat up from Saturday's time trial, but we're just trying to keep a decent turnover, trying to keep breathing steady, and keep it smooth and easy. So we're just gonna do about 6, then we'll call it a day. Tuesday morning. It's freaking cold. It's like 15 degrees, but I need to stop doing this, because I know I understand this is a problem, but I'll go to bed, the forecast will be like it's gonna be 19 degrees, and then you wake up and it's 4 degrees colder. And that's consistently been the case for the last 2 weeks, where it's about 4 to 5 degrees colder than what it says when I go to bed the night before. So I should just expect it. But it was hard to get out of bed today. But I got 7 hours of sleep. I forced myself to go to bed. I didn't do any editing or work last night. I wanted to get some good sleep, some good recovery. Slept through the night for the most part. And I've been locking in my nutrition, trying to just eat more, basically just eat more fruit, be more conscious of what I'm eating. So still trying to eat. I'm not like in a calorie deficit or anything, but I'm just trying to eat as like more nutrients, more fiber, right? Just take care of my body. But I'm thinking that I'm going to retime trial in an indoor track, or on an indoor track in about 4 weeks. So we'll have 2 more high volume weeks, and then 1 slight lower volume, and then 1 full on taper week. And we're just going to retry this on an indoor track, see where we land, and probably go from there. Today we've got 400s, so we're going to go 8x400, 8x400. We're doing it outside. Anyways, getting some pre-run fuel. We'll get outside, get going. It's going to be a good day. Let's get it done.
All right. It's cold, but I don't think I need this 3rd layer. We're warming up. Gonna get back to the house, shed the layer, do some strides, do a little dance, and get moving on 4s.
All right, warm up done. We're gonna get going. We're gonna get going. We're gonna do this.
All right, we're feeling good, halfway done. We're hitting about 550 pace on my 400, 60 seconds rest between. Got 8 more. Then a cool down. It's cold, it's real cold. But we're doing our best, Just get some rest, 8 more. All right, there we go. We're wrapped it up. 8x400, 60 seconds rest, times 2, 16 total, basically 4 miles total at around 550 pace. In our cool down, it was hard, but it was good. Whew.
All right, we are driving home after dropping off my son, and gonna get home and hop right on a call pretty much at 8 today. It's gonna be a busy day. I got a lift in the afternoon, but I've got pretty much a packed schedule for work, and so we'll see if we survive. And then I actually have a coaching consultation for myself. I'm reaching out. I reached out to my old coach, Kirk DeWint. He is a former college runner, former Spartan pro athlete, Masters record holder in a couple of the local races there in Minnesota. More of a trail athlete, but lately has been going all in on the 5K, trying to get some Masters, getting his Masters records. He's trying to break 15 in the 5K right now, as a 40-something-year-old. But just amazing guy. Was a phenomenal coach. Is a phenomenal coach, I should say. And just with where I'm at, I need an outsider's opinion. I need someone that I can trust to just give it to me straight, kind of on where I should go. So obviously my 5K time trial did not go as planned, but it wasn't because of fitness though, was the thing. That was because of weather, right? But what I'm concerned about is, I've talked about this at lengths already, so bear with me. But what I'm concerned about is I've been working too hard for too long. I've been at it for too long without a base build, without some kind of season. And I just want to get another coach's opinion. Man, what should I do? Should I, I do want a time trial. I do want to go. I'm going to either hit the indoor track, or if weather's good right that day, here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do, I think, a 4-week mini build. So 2 weeks at high volume, hit kind of splits, different things. And then after that, we're going to go and 1 week slight deload or slight taper, and then race week a larger taper. I think that's going to give me my best shot at performing well, as opposed to if I had come back this week, it's well, I already kind of had, I had a down week last week, a slight down week the week before, so then we're 3 weeks in, plus we're potentially fatigued. So it's just I thought, okay, 4 months gives me enough time to kind of
like touch fitness again, get to like a comfortable spot, and then try and time trial off of you know, a little bit of sharpening and in a better environment, obviously, right? But I just kind of want the opinion of, okay, well, my goal is 1840. I'm not in 1840 shape. I know that that's true. Like I'm not there. Maybe I'll surprise myself, but I just don't expect that to happen, right? So I'm not at 1840, and that's okay. I didn't necessarily expect to be. I knew it might take 6 months, it might take a year, right? I'm in this for the long haul. Like I want to run sub 3, but as I talked about in my daily vlog yesterday, like I'm not just in this for like, hey, sub 3 or bust. Like, no, I'm in this to like have fun with it. Like running is not my life. I love running. I really enjoy it, and I wanted to build some speed too before I go back to the marathon, and I'm high volume for where I was at before, and I'm going to continue to be high volume. So it's like I'm going to build up the volume. I'm going to continue to build my aerobic capacity. As I shift more to the 10K, we're just going to become more aerobic in nature too, right? Going to be operating more with lactate threshold, and that's part of what I wanted to kind of talk through is, okay, I'm clearly more of an explosive athlete, like short reps as well as the mile and stuff. I hit that really easily in terms of fitness equivalents. I'm struggling a little bit more with the 5K. It's not really coming around as quick as I thought, just candidly. So do I train more like a 10K athlete and race down to the 5K, right? So doing a little bit more lactate threshold, a little less overspeed, right? Because I have the speed, like the pure speed to run 6-minute pace, right? In theory. But that's the other thing, is I'm just also not efficient. So I need opinions on, one, what should my next training approach be? Because there's not one right approach for everyone, and I kind of want some input. The other thing I want to look at is, you know, should I, like, let's assume I run 19:20, right, in my 5 trial here, or in my time trial here in a couple of weeks. Let's say I run 19:20, we're still 40 seconds away at that point from the 5K goal of 1840, which, like, that's a good amount. Like, I mean, I've improved like 30 seconds before in 6 months, but like, it's tough to make those jumps. So, you know, let's say I'm at like anywhere from 19 to 1930, frankly, because 20 seconds is still a big jump. If I'm anywhere from 19 to 1930, do I just base build, right? Should I just go base build, or should I continue to try and cut away? And my gut says base build, and I've been saying that this whole time. My gut says base build. I think I've been revving too hard for too long. My gut says base build. I don't know, right? Like, maybe I'm just being a baby, right? Like, legit. Maybe I am just being weak and I'm tired and I want to take a break. Maybe that's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I think when I look at the larger scale, when I look on the macro level, I do think I have been at it for too long. I have continued to kind of ramp my volume up. And so that's just kind of where I'm at. I need a consultation. I need to run some thoughts by somebody that I can trust, that I know knows a lot of my background. And then we can kind of go from there and figure out what's next.
Wednesday. Not gonna lie, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Very tired. Yesterday's workout and lift and everything took it out of me. But my wife has been getting up. Honestly, she's been getting out of bed before me every morning. She's putting in the work, and can't let her do that alone. I've done that alone for years, and I know it's hard. So to have someone kind of doing it with you makes a huge difference. So we're up. She's lifting this morning. I'm gonna run on the treadmill. Gonna get some quality time together, even though we'll, you know, both be doing our own thing. But gonna get some time together, which is actually kind of nice. We don't normally get, you know, this time of day together, and so got out of bed. I'm gonna get it done, just easy on the treadmill. But I am very tired, but feeling good. I always expect Wednesdays to kind of feel this way. So, all right, let's get some pre-workout in. Let's get moving.
All right, it's about 12:30. I've got an hour for lunch. trying to motivate myself to get out the door. I'm thinking, I mean, it's sunny outside. I'm only going to run for like 30 more minutes. So I'm like 30 minutes, 3-ish miles. I can get outside right now. Get some sun. I rarely get some sun. But I'm so tired today. I'm really drained today. So I'm feeling it. But I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to get outside, get some vitamin D. It's just a quick 3 miles. And yeah. All right, Thursday, we're ready to go. Just got to go downstairs, get some pre-workout, get my shoes on. Out the door, we've got 200 on, 200 off, kind of tempo. So we're probably going to go like 6:38, 8 for the off, 6:30 for the on. But yeah, got like 6.5 hours of sleep last night. I'm doing really good on nutrition, really good on sleep this week overall. But I'm really tired still. That's just kind of life. So it's cold outside and it's dark, and I'll be honest, guys, it's wearing on me. It's really wearing on me. Like, I look at the temperature before I get dressed, and I'm just like, oh, that's gonna suck. And I love running. Like, I want to run, but it's tough mentally to get out in the winter when you know it's just going to be pitch black. But it is what it is. We're going to do it. Once we get going, it's usually okay. But today's one of those days. My motivation. No motivation. So, let's go.
All right, warm up done. About to hit those 200s. We're running late today, so gonna do my best to just get into it, nail the workout, cool down, and get home. Here we go. Doing some gels today. I'm not gonna be running for long enough for this to really matter, but one of the things that people don't think about is taking a gel and then running really hard and how that jostles your stomach. So practice, but also making sure I get in the calories I need in a day, because I do feel like I've been kind of low. So it's just an easy way to top me off. It is expensive, to be fair, but trying to get used to and train my gut a little bit more and more. I'm trying Precision Fuel. I got it off of Fuel Goods, not paid, not an ad. Fuel Goods, they're friends of mine at this point. They're really cool. Runner subscription box. So again, not sponsored, just thought I'd spread the good word. All right, I'm on my cool down. I nailed that workout. That might have been like one of, if not the best workouts I've run. Felt really moderate, felt good. And that's how that one should have felt. So cooling down, we'll get to it, but I'm pretty happy with that result.
Friday morning, it is 6 a.m. I did not want to get out of bed. It's funny, I'm feeling like the best I felt in a long time this week. I think I'm sleeping better. It's been helping that my wife has been getting up, because then we're both going to sleep early. So there's no like FOMO of missing out time with her because we're going to bed. And then we've been spending a little bit more time together in the mornings because she's been waking up at 5 as well. She slept in today, which well deserved, because she's been doing a couple of days a week. She's been going to the gym at night, and still she's waking up at 5. And so she's doing like 2 doubles a week. And that's just like the second workout is just going to the gym and doing like a workout class with her sister. That's more social time for her, which I totally understand. And then she just takes it really easy on her workouts, her like morning workout those days. So, but no, it's been good. Like I've ate really good this week. I'm fueling properly, getting lots of vitamins, minerals, nutrients, getting some fruits and veggies in. And I've slept probably an average of just under 7 hours a day. So I'm not getting 7+. I want to get to 7+, but better, like a better improvement. I would say I was getting an average of 6, maybe 6 like 15 before. So little differences making big differences. I really was gonna run during my lunch break today, but it's gonna be a busy weekend with the kids. They've got different play dates and activities, and we're gonna be running around. And I don't know if I'm gonna have the normal time that I have to be able to do my content stuff while they nap and stuff on the weekend, because my youngest will always nap. My others may be on the move, and so my wife and I might be tag teaming stuff, trying to, or dividing and conquering, I guess. So, I figured to try and get ahead. Today during lunch, what I'll do is I'll actually film some of my reviews, and then that way if I don't get the time to film those on the weekend, that'll be fine. I'll still have my content to release next week. I've been doing daily videos on YouTube on here, and I'll be honest, it's a lot, but I've got really big goals for this. I want to really, grow this and lean into this. And so I'm sacrificing some time right now to be able to do that. I don't think it's sustainable long term, but I've seen really good growth over like the last month doing it. And so I want to keep it up as long as I can. Now, one thing I'm running into right now is I just got a huge influx of shoes. So I kind of finished out a huge rotation of shoes that I'd been reviewing, and I really don't like to review a shoe before like bare minimum, like 30 miles on the shoe. I shoot for 40, 50 is kind of the gold standard. And so, I probably have to do more comparison videos, because I'll do those before 30, right? Because that's just really more so specs and general feel, not doing like an in-depth review in that situation. So I have to sit down today and think of what comparisons you guys would want to see, which shoes I should talk about. I'm thinking of doing a Glycerin 22 versus Gel Nimbus 27 review, or a comparison, an Evo SL versus Pro Evo 1 comparison, right? So there's a couple of different comparisons that I can do. And so that will probably be the case for like the next couple of weeks, because from a pure review perspective, I'm not super close on a bunch of shoes for the mileage that I would want to review yet. So I've got a group of shoes that are all kind of in like the 25 mile range. And then I got 3 shoes yesterday, and I still got 2 Under Armour shoes I haven't even touched. I've got the Wave Rebellion Flash, which has literally 1 run on it. So lots of different shoes I need to get through, and I do know that I should have a couple more on the way from what I've been told by brands. So once those show up, even more so, I'll have probably about 7 to 10 pairs that will sit on my shelf until I can get through this current round that I'm just working on, and I just finished off another round. So that's how it works. The reviews or the releases come in waves, right? They come in waves, and there's like a constant flow throughout the year, but there's these big waves always around the spring, like start of the year when a bunch of shoes release. There's kind of a month or 2 lull, then there's the summer, and then there's a lull again, and then there's like fall marathon season, more releases there. But this is definitely reviewer busy season. So anyway, we're doing our best to keep up on it. I kind of wish I could run 100-mile weeks just so I could get the miles in, right? I know there's some other reviewers that are really high mileage, and that's one of the ways they do it is they train for just pure mileage so that they can get miles on shoes to review them, which I get. I'm still chasing performance though for the time being, and so we got to do what we got to do. I'm not going to sacrifice my training to get more miles on shoe per se. So all right, run done. I ended up pushing the pace a little bit, just the last like 1.5 miles, 2 miles, just because running late, need to get going and get my son ready for school. So 7.5 miles done. All that's left this week, 13-mile progression run or half marathon progression run tomorrow. And I think we're gonna end up with like 54 miles on the week or something like that. So overall feeling good, feeling fresh. The run felt nice today. And yeah, I'm glad I've kind of gone with this approach. I feel like my fitness is feeling good right now, and gonna keep progressing for here in 3 more weeks after this. All right, I'm just about to get to work, but wanted to make myself a really fast breakfast just to show you guys what I've been trying to eat to like keep up nutrients, protein, things like that. So I've been doing a Greek yogurt protein powder mix, a little bit of maple syrup, and then I put strawberries and bananas in it. It's really good. But yeah, that's like lots of vitamins, minerals, good, healthy carbs, fruit. We got high protein Greek yogurt, high protein powder, right? So really easy. I just use vanilla protein powder and then a little bit of maple syrup, like I said, and then just like plain Greek yogurt. And then today I'm feeling, almost lost that. Today I'm doing some avocado toast, only about half of an avocado, if that, sprouted wheat bread, and then 2 eggs with, I really like the chili flakes, but then all the bagel seasoning or whatever. So I find that when I try and eat healthier, I end up being really low on fats. And so trying to make an effort to get healthy fats in, because it's just hard. Like when you think high protein, a lot of times people are going for the foods that are like high protein, low calorie, which means they're going to be low in fat. Or like if I'm doing fruit has basically no fat, right? So got to be conscious, got to get those fats in. Really important for hormone function, really important for body function, right? So yeah, just thought I'd share a little bit about what I'm doing for breakfast today. And yeah, we've got the Parmesan chicken mac and cheese for lunch. We did that in a crock pot. That's high protein as well. Again, a little bit lower fat, so I'll probably have to throw, maybe I'll have some cheddar or something like as a snack. I just cut up a block of cheese, have some cheese and crackers, stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work, eat this while I work, and yeah, we're done working out for the day. Today was just a run, so we got that in, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy work day. Friday's normally like one of my busiest days, just trying to get everything done for the weekend, so let's do it. All right, it is 5:40 in the morning, Saturday. About to go do a half marathon progression run, and I am meeting up with Zig, or Alex Heat Zig from TikTok, Run with Zig. If you follow me, there's probably a decent chance you follow him. So yeah, Alex and I have talked for a while. We've known each other for, I guess, years now, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like that, but time flies. So we've known each other for years at this point, and I've always kind of gone back and forth on TikTok, just chatting. Good dude, and we actually like texted before. We exchanged numbers. So he texted me yesterday, kind of late in the afternoon. It was like, hey, it's a long shot, but I'm here in town. I think he said he's here for work, but I know he's here with some family too. He says, I'm here in town, maybe a long shot, but do you want to go for a run tomorrow? And I mean, what really helps here is that he's faster than me. And so anything that I say, like I can be like, hey, I'm going to go run a race. Do you want to pace me? And he would be chill with it as far as pace goes. So he was totally down when I said I was going to do a progression run. Said, yeah, where do you want to meet? And so we are meeting up here in about... So we're meeting up here in about 35 minutes to get moving. The other thing that was really convenient is that Zig is an early riser. He is a commuter to work. So he also works, I think, in some tech. I don't know. I'll probably find out today. But I know that he oftentimes will wake up and he does like a 2-3 hour commute on his bike. And so he's getting up really, really early, like 5 a.m. or earlier, so that he can get to work on time and get his workout in. And so it's interesting, no kids, but still living that, 5 a.m. life. So it really actually works out well. So really glad he texted me, because I'm excited to see him in person, excited to get the run in. So now as far as the run goes, we're gonna do about 3-ish miles easy, then like 5K at about 8 minutes, 5K at about 7:30, and 5K at about 7:15 is the goal. So it doesn't feel daunting, but sometimes you get into those lighter miles of a progression run and your feet feel heavy, right? So we'll see how it goes, but I'm wearing the Pro 4s from Adidas. I wanted to take out the Zoom Flies or the Hyperion Elites, but it might be raining, it might be snowing, and I wasn't sure how the grip was going to do on those. And the Pro 4 grip, I also need to just get the mileage. The Pro 4 grip does pretty well. I haven't had issues with it yet. I want to get on the mileage because I'm going to post my full review here soon, and so I want to make sure before I post that I feel good about everything I said. So this will take us right under about 50 miles on the shoe, which is really where I like to do my full reviews, around 50. Around 40 I feel okay doing a review, but 50 is where I feel really confident. So we'll get those on foot today, get those final miles in, and then we'll move on to some of the other shoes that I've got, because we got a lot of really good ones in this week, a lot of really fast ones in this week that I'm excited to run. So anyway, I got to get this pre-workout prepped, and then get some fuel in me, get some food, so that here in about 30 minutes, be feeling good, ready to go. But should be a fun day.
All right, woo! Final mile and a half. We're sub 7 pace right now. We've cut down, feeling good. We're gonna lay out. You may recognize Zig over here. Run with Zig. Alex, he's Zig. Woo! We're feeling it.
We're cooking, baby. We're cooking.
How's that altitude?
I'm breathing through a straw. Breathing through a straw.
Woo! All right. All right, there we go. 13.1. We went about, I would say, like 8.5 to 9 for 3.5. Then we hit about 8 for 3, about 7.5 for 3.5. Final 5K at about probably 7:07 maybe-ish,
Yeah.
right?
And he smoked me up the last hill, so he officially wins our half marathon.
We had a hill at the last 0.1 to finish it out, so we had to show him those Utah mountain legs. But that was good.
Good work, dude.
You too.
Hell yeah.
I think that puts me at 53 for the week. 3 key sessions.
68.
60. Woo!
Yeah.
68. That's a triathlete right there. That's what that is. That's a triathlete. All right. We'll get you the recap of the week here in a bit.
All right, we're headed home. As you saw, I met up with Alex, which was super cool. I've known Alex for a couple of years now, and just on TikTok, we exchanged numbers a while back, had chatted about some stuff, have consulted each other on training, on running. He's a fellow running coach. He does triathlons too, which is a whole other beast. And from what I understand, he's pretty freaking good at them in that age group category. So it's always cool. Like, this is, I guess the first time this year, no, second time this year that I've like met up with someone that I've met on, the internet, whether that's Instagram or TikTok, or YouTube, right? And then I met a bunch of people, obviously, last year towards the end of the year at the running event, and made some of those connections there. It's just fun. Like, it's cool because you kind of can tell when you are first like seeing some of the content, like especially if you create content yourself, you start to see like who are those like-minded individuals that you're gonna meet with and you're gonna vibe with, and you just hope that when you meet people they're genuine. And like Alex and I don't think we were quiet like for 1 second of that whole run, just talking, got to learn about what he's doing in his life and how he's balancing things. And we're kind of cut from the same cloth in terms of how we go about our days. Like, he's a busy guy. He has a demanding job. He travels a lot for work, and he's finding ways to combine commuting and fitness and all that while performing at a high level. So he's chasing 250. I'm gonna chase 3, right? At some point I got to get through this 5K and then more, right? But yeah, but 13.1 half marathon progression, I threw down about a 142, and at my peak last year, or my fastest half was at the end of 2023 before I started my marathon build, and I ran a 136. I think I ran a 136. I just ran a 142, like chilling. Like average heart rate was like 160. So, I mean, I'm in a lot better shape than I was at that half marathon point, at least. And I think that that's going to shine through when I do get a chance to re-time trial my 5K. I'm like half tempted to just say, hey, I should go full send next weekend and get this over with, because I feel really good this week. And then if I just quickly tapered next week and gave it a shot. So I may call an audible. We'll see. May call an audible and see where we land. But felt really good with that one. And I think it helps though, like having a friend just next to you and being able to chat and hang out and talk. So, average pace on that was 7:47, I believe. And again, we hit a progression. So did we have another 6 minutes in there? Yeah, I really truly believe so, because we laid out the last 3 at about 7-minute pace, or 7:05 pace, I think was the average for the last 3. And I could have done more. Like had I not sprinted for the final little bit, like we could have done another, I could have probably gone another 3 at 7-minute pace and it wouldn't have been an issue. So I feel like the fitness is coming around. I actually think that the all-out 5K in the snow, although the pace wasn't there, I think the stimulus was there, and that really may have like woken up my system some, because all 3 of my workouts this week I have just nailed. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I don't know. I'll think about it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, right? Like, should I go send this next week and just get it done? Or should I, maybe still one more high volume week and then taper in like I did last time? I don't know. Now, as far as the week though, we got 53 total miles. It's going to be like 53.1 almost exactly, I think. So 53.1. I got to go look at total time on feet. I'm not actually 100% sure how much time it took, but a good amount of time on feet. We had 2 key weightlifting sessions plus a bench session. I have been experimenting with my weight, so we're doing some more runner specific, taking some advice from the Olympic marathoner strength and training coach, right? The guy who coaches Clayton Young, Connor Mance. I had a conversation with him and kind of opened my eyes to some other modalities, and so I'm changing it up. I'm adapting, right, to try and become more springy. Just overall though, I'm really happy with that effort, really happy with the result, and excited to keep building. It makes me not want to go into a base build, because I woke up and I felt really good, and I felt really good this week. So I'm gonna try and keep the good times rolling, Now, as far as next week though, what I was planning is, again, another big week, another like 54 or so mile week. We'll see. I mean, again, I might just full send. The other thing is, I wasn't planning on doing this workout next week. I was planning on just kind of doing some normal fitness, some more normal 5K training, but I might try and throw down like 3 by mile with 3 minutes rest, aim for goal 5K pace, right? And if I can hit 5K pace for those 3, that's a pretty good indicator of where my 5K fitness frankly should be. Maybe add 5 to 10 seconds per mile on top of that. So, can I go out and throw down 3 by 6, 3 miles by 6 minute pace, right? With 3 minutes rest in between, and then go time trial at 6:05 to 6:10 pace, right? In the right elements, in the right environment. And I think that's kind of the key. It was warmer today. It was snowing. It was raining, right? But for the most part, it was like 30 something degrees, which is so much warmer than it has been. So I that obviously plays a factor in how I felt, right? Like my body wasn't fighting to warm myself up. So there's lots of factors. And I think this is another reason why, I had someone comment, and they weren't trying to be rude, but honestly, it did come off a little bit rude, where they were like, man, 6 months of training for a 250. I was really hoping you'd do better. I was rooting for you. And those comments always kind of get me. It's like, man, you're acting like you care more about this than I do. And I'm like, no, I'm the one running it, right? Like, no one was more disappointed than I was. I want to be fast. I want to get better. I want to push myself. And it's a disappointment when, the fitness doesn't shine through. But I think it's important in the journey here to recognize, like, fitness or like performance is not going to be linear, right? And so long as the general trend is up, so long as the general trend is getting faster, like, it's a good sign. Like, this workout was a massive sign that fitness is working. It's a massive sign that like I might be able to go out like I ran, like, do I have 12 minutes? Can I cut 12 minutes off of my half marathon from where I just ran today? Like, a minute per mile. If I ran everything a minute per mile faster, I'm like, maybe I might have been like, you know, like on average, like that might have been there, right? It might have been there. So it's just one of those things that, like, you know, the art of tapering and the art of expressing fitness and part of the art of coaching is trying to get the fitness to manifest at the right time, right? To peak at the right time. And it feels like I'm in a peak, which is why I'm kind of like, shoot, maybe I should go time trial next week. But you just don't know, right? Like, I mean, you should know, and the more you get familiar with your body, the better coach you become, like the more you start to recognize it, right? So anyway, I all that to be said, no one's more disappointed than myself when I don't hit my goals, right? Like, I understand there's a lot of people who watch my content and who are counting on me, right? Like they're invested in my success. And yeah, like I want to succeed for them, but like at the end of the day, I'm running for me, right? And so, you know, if I fail, like I'm not worried about letting others down. Like I'm worried about letting myself down, right? And so it's just always interesting to me when some of those comments come through. And look, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the investment. Like it blows my mind every single day how invested some people are in me. I'm honored, but just know, like, you're not more disappointed than I am when that happens. So anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm kind of on a runner. I definitely have a runner's high right now. I'm gonna get some food and then I'm getting home and showering because the kids, we got some fun times with the kids today. We're gonna go have a blast. So there we go. That's the week. We'll see you again next week.